what I'm about to tell you might seem contrary to what I teach, but you have to understand reality works through contradictions. Okay, it is the contradictions. It is the battle between your light side and dark side that allows you to be who you are, that allows you to be so interesting. It is the battle between the light and the dark side of an artist that allows them to create work, right? It is the friction between the right and the left that allows us to keep propelling forward, right? Without this friction, without contradictions, reality wouldn't be reality. And so this is part of what I'm teaching you today, okay? Is that sometimes you have to demand this from people, and it is not what you guys might think it is. It's not respect, okay? It is more broader, and I think it applies to a lot of people, especially in this culture. And it is this: asking for what you want. All right, ladies and gentlemen, too many people today want intimacy. Too many people today want a genuine relationship, but because everyone else around them is telling them to be more independent, to not need people, to not need a man, to not need a woman, to go on on your own, it creates people then say, okay, in order to be happy, I have to be completely independent. I don't have to need someone. And so these people then go out of their ways to do this, and they end up with having meet needs that are not unmet. And the reason why is this: I had a conflict with this friend of mine. Not this friend of mine. I think that there's this girl that most likely does like me, but I don't know, to be honest with you. She gets pretty mad at me a lot, and it's not intentional. Anyways, she was supposed to go. She invited me to go hiking, and God knows I do not like hiking. What the fuck? Like, what's up with these white people inviting me to hike? I just don't understand this shit, man. And I just I wasn't responding to her on time because I didn't know how to tell her no. I was like, I don't want to go hiking. Like, leave that shit to fucking Bob, the fucking expat, you know? And I didn't respond, and she messaged me. She was like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to be your friend, man. You just ignore my messages a lot. I'm like, oh shit, right? And a part of, it's funny, a part of me wanted to get offended by that, right? I'm like, yo, you don't even know me to be telling me that. I was like, you don't even know me. Like, why are you demanding this much of me? But then a part of me realized, I was like, wait a minute, that's why people don't want to be honest, because then they get gaslit. Because the truth is, she is right. I should be responding on time. It is disrespectful, right? It was because of her birthday, right? It is disrespectful, right? And I just didn't respond for too long. I took my time to respond, right? And she told me that she doesn't like that, and if this is how you're gonna be, then I don't want to be your friend. And then I'm like, okay, look, man, I apologize. I was like, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be an asshole. I just don't like hiking, and I kind of didn't know how to tell you that. She didn't respond, right? But it taught me something. Sometimes from her end, she might think what she's doing is, a lot of people think what she's doing is needy, right? Especially if you really like someone, you might be afraid to do this because you might think you're overstepping the boundaries. What you are doing when you do this is that you're seeing how good this person is with conflict. First of all, are they humble enough? Even though it might be too soon, how humble am I to at least recognize that she has a point and not cut off the friendship? A lot of us are so afraid to ask for what we want because we think we're gonna look needy. And I tell you, don't do that. Let me tell you why. And I'm gonna go about it from an emotional point of view and then a generational point of view. From the book, The Fourth Turning. It's a really good book. It talks about that. People fear being direct about what they want because it could potentially scare off people. Especially if you meet people online. That's where a lot of you guys are meeting people. Especially younger people. Older people are meeting people through normal settings a little bit more. But usually people under 40 nowadays are doing online dating. And because of that, they know that other people have so many more matches that they don't want to scare off their potential matches. And so everyone is under that illusion that everyone else is getting a lot of matches. And you have to go a little, you have to be careful because when you're online, people just unmatch you for anything. So then it creates this illusion that that's how dating is. That if you actually meet someone in real life, face to face, that's not online, that they're actually going to be that way. No, it's actually not the truth. When most people are getting a lot of options, people become dispensable. That's just the truth. And because of that, social media then promotes and curates this type of mentality. idealized versions of relationship where everyone is independent, where you're able to walk away from the relationship and not feel hurt, where you're able to be completely independent and not need someone, and people even take pride in that. It leads people to feel insecure or hesitant about expressing that maybe you want more. That maybe I don't like the fact that you take too long to respond. Maybe I don't like the fact that you're always late on our meetups, even though we're friends. The fact that I don't like the fact that you forgot that we were supposed to meet up, right? Why? Because you are afraid to look vulnerable, right? You're afraid to look needy because people could gaslight you. That's the problem. Is that when you ask what you want, a lot of fucking assholes will gaslight you and say, "Oh, look at you being needy. Oh, look at you," right? And this is where I come in, people. If you have, because it is true. Sometimes we do ask things and they come across as needy, and that's because maybe there's something in your face, in your nonverbal cues, that's communicating the neediness. And let me tell you what you guys can do. You guys can book a call with me with Father Alex, and where I could show you, and maybe and you describe to me your problem, and I could literally fix it on the spot. Give you a strategy on how to fix it so that you don't have to repeat that behavior. Sometimes there's a lot of videos that I post, and sometimes it could be overwhelming because there's so much information. But if you work with me one-on-one, you'll be able to know exactly what to do on the exact situation, and you don't have to really think too much about it. You just have to make sure to do exactly what I do. All right, so yeah, click on the description down below. There I have 15, 30 1-hour sessions, and there you guys can book a call with me today, tomorrow. It doesn't matter. I am a very flexible person. Okay, so do that, or else they're gonna dump you. All right, I'm kidding. Seriously, they may dump you. So they're afraid to ask and be vulnerable. And that's a lot of people, man. A lot of people. And then you have people who, what I want you to do is to change your perspective. Do not see demanding respect, demanding a relationship, asking for what you want. Do not see that as needy. Just don't. Because what it does is that it saves you time. And you might say, wow, but I did that and it turned them off. It turned them off because they weren't that person for you. I am telling you, when you tell what you want and they're the right person, they're not gonna get turned off. They may think it might be a little needy. I'm telling you, they might think that, but without a shadow of a doubt, if you're willing to walk away and you do this, you're gonna seem confident. And it's a type of confidence that's an open, emotional openness type of confidence. Not the type of confidence where you hide with distance and space. No, the type of confidence that you say, hey, look, this is what I want. I'm looking at you in the eye. You might think this is needed, but this is what I'm looking for. Are you looking for that? Or, hey, you know what? This is what I want. I want you to be a little bit more in time. Hey, man, I like you, but you respond too slow. Can you please do that a little bit? Now, look, with friends, if they take a long time to respond, that's fine. As long as they don't cancel the meetups last minute, as long as they go to the meetups, I don't care if a friend takes a long time to respond, right? We're not crackheads with each other, right? With lovers, though, I'm looking at the emotional component. This is a compulsion, motherfucker. And if you have no compulsion to text me, that says me everything. My friend has no compulsion to text me. There's no testosterone inspiring my friend's text messages. I hope there isn't. But with a lover, hell yeah, there's a lot of dopamine in there. So yeah, you should expect more emotions from people who you're dating. So you should demand that. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I like it. I like being held this much. Hey, I like when people respond to me at this amount of time. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfucktraction.org, and I'll see you guys later. All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I could tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing, where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at 238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared, because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.